ATAC Resources has an absolutely massive land package of 1,700 square kilometers in the Yukon. I am with CEO Graham Downs. ATAC ticker is ATC on the Venture Exchange. Welcome, Graham.
Great to see you again. Thanks for having me.
Let's take us through ATAC. What is it?
ATAC Resources is a precious metals exploration company in central Yukon, just northeast of Victoria Gold's operating mine and Alexco's soon-to-be up-and-running silver mine.
As I said at the start, I mean, it is a massive land package, and there is various regions that lend themselves to potentially different mining processes. Maybe you could take us through each of those regions.
Within our project?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So when we started up in this area in 2007, we initially found the Tiger Gold deposit, which is primarily an oxide gold deposit. So it's around 500,000 ounces, primarily oxide. But then in 2009, we moved out to the east and we found Canada's first Carlin-style mineralization. And then, I mean, many of your viewers will know that we spent a number of years on that project and eventually put out our maiden resources of about 1.7 million ounces at just over 4 grams. So, and that is Carlin-style mineralization. So the mineral there is what they call refractory. It's commonplace in Nevada. That's where most of the Carlin-style mineralization is mined in North America, and it's just a different type of process that you get that style of mineralization out.
Mm-hmm. Can you take us through the other, the region that you did the PA on?
Sure. So that was the Tiger deposit, and that's on the western end at 1550 gold. That has an NPV of 160 million. So a little bit of room there, obviously, in these prices, but it's a really nice start. It's at the western end. It's closer to the infrastructure. So we're right in the final throes of permitting a all-season access road to the western portion of that project. For advanced exploration. So that would kind of be your first step there to get that mine permitted, and then to make the money from that and use that to further explore and then eventually do more drilling and bring up the eastern end, delineate more resources and eventually do a PEA, pre-feasibility on that end. So it's kind of it's a nice start. Like you said, the project is very long. There's a lot of targets that we don't really, we aren't talking too much about, but you've got that anchor at the western end and then the great start out at the eastern end. What's really exciting about this year, though, is that we've found a new orogenic system, a gold system, just to the southeast of the Tiger deposit. So what we're doing now is we've got the Tiger, we have a new orogenic system that we're drilling now. We're going to have results coming out soon on that. We're having success already, but really what you're going to do there is build up that critical mass at the western end of the project as you start building ounces on that project.
Let's keep with that. What is the exploration program that you say as you're building out the model, and what should investors take a look for in terms of catalysts?
Absolutely. So this year it was primarily focused on that Airstrip target. I invite everyone to take a look at our website and what we've put up there on the Airstrip target. We did a lot of RAB drilling early in the season, and then we've just followed up with about a 3,000 meter diamond drill program on the Airstrip. We drilled about 35 meters at half a gram with a RAB drill this year, and then previous years we had 12.5 meters of 1.5 grams. So it's more of a bulk tonnage type system, but we're very impressed with what we're seeing so far. So we're, for the investors, keep an eye out for the diamond drilling program. We should have lots of news coming out. There is a legitimate backlog in assays this year. So look for news in probably early November, mid-November, and then they'll trickle in through to December. You
mentioned it before, but maybe we could just go over infrastructure again. I know that you have the airstrip up there. Can you talk about access to the area?
You bet. So right now it's accessed by 3 airstrips. The one in the middle of our project was made in the 60s, I believe, and then we built 2 airstrips, one on the western end and one on the eastern end over the years. So right now it's air access only, but again, we've been permitting the Tiger Tote Road for the last 3 years now, and we should expect a decision here in the next month or so, is what we've been told by the Yukon government.
And that should be another catalyst, I would
imagine.
It
would be another catalyst, absolutely.
Yeah. Talk about the corporate structure, how, what the interest is in the company right now.
So right now we've been around for 20 years. We've never consolidated the company. So we have about just under 170 million shares outstanding. Our largest shareholder is Barrick with approximately 17%. And then you've got Strategic Metals, which is another company that's up in the Yukon. And then you've got Agnico that has a small ownership as well from a past investment. And management and past directors is around 4 or 5%.
Graham, could you tell us about your management team?
Absolutely. Like I said, I've been up there for about 25 years now, so I've got a lot of experience up there, and on every stage of exploration, through corporate communications to project development to report writing to eventually CEO in 2007. So lots of experience there. We've got Rob Karn as a director. He's been up in the Yukon for over 20 years. Doug Goss, our chairman, a well-known figure in Edmonton, lawyer as well. And you've got people like Bill Wenjanowski, who discovered both the Tiger and the Carlin-style Osiris mineralization, so incredible prospectors. We've got a technical advisor. Ed Cope was an ex-North American VPX for Barrick. We're just very much stacked on technical and corporate team. Got Andrew Karn, who's been up in the Yukon for 10 years. He's our new corporate development. And then Adam Coulter, who are new VPX, who's been with us for many, many years, working out on the eastern end. So we've got a great team and a great project. It's exciting times.
And your financing that you have?
Oh, right now, we're well financed. We have approximately 8 million right now. We'll be going into next year with about 7 million or so. So we're well financed. We can do a program next year easily.
Yukon is a Tier 1 mining jurisdiction. You've had long experience in the area. Can you tell us what it's like working in the Yukon?
Absolutely. I started my career back in '94 up in the Yukon, and have been only working there. And I think the biggest thing for me and our team is the mineral potential that exists in the Yukon. It's such a large territory. And you just take our project as an example. You've got the first time Carlin-style mineralization has ever been found outside of Nevada. We found it. Now we've got the Tiger deposit on our project, and now we've got a new orogenic system. It was right under our noses. For the last couple of years. It's kind of the evolution of exploration. It's just the way things happen. And but the fact is, we've got a mineral belt, and you just need to scratch the surface and get out there and do the hard work. And it's worked for us, and it's happening for other people in the Yukon. You just got to get out there and look. There's a lot of potential there.
Graham, thank you very much.
Thank you.